Hello. Welcome to another video. And today I'm going to show you what I do when I teach conversation. What can you do? It really depends on what you teach, how you teach. I'm gonna give you a few things that I tried in the past, a few things they were working, few things they weren't working. So we're gonna see that together. So first of all, this is a blank document, just Google Docs. That's what I use for each student, each learner, and make them one lesson. We have one. So what I like to do is to divide this blank document into different section. It depends on the level of the student. So I'm gonna show you everything basically. So I like to insert a table all the time. After about the design, you can just do what you want. It's up to you. So what I like to do, I like to start with the next class. What I mean by that, so I'm gonna put under this section what we're gonna do next. So you can do what you want. For me, I like to do something like that. After, I like to get emoji. Uh, you can put any emoji. You do what you want. If you like a bit aesthetic, or if you don't like it, it's really up to you. So for me, I like to get emojis. So now we do it together, as you can see. I don't know, let's say maybe you write about the star. I like the star emoji, simple as that. It's gonna be a long video, so bear with me. For some reason, my internet is a bit slow right now, but it's okay. Yeah, you get the idea. So yeah, you have a ton of emoji. You can do whatever you want, basically. I'd like to have my star, will be great. Please, here we go. So that glowing star sounds good. Copy. You put that here. You see, then you go down, you insert table, you can get a new one. Now, for example, you can put like goals, maybe student goals. When you do that, you know what you have to do with the student for the next class and for what's next. I think it's very important also to mention that. So that's what I do. Depends on the student. So now you can find a new emoji if you like. Let's go back to smiling on people. Maybe now if it's gold, you can get a target. This is just a few things. I mean, it's just for the aesthetic. After you have the blank document that you keep, and you just open a new, you make a copy for you make a copy for each student, is that's it. This one, it looks good for a goal, like it's a target. Up. Now you open a new one, insert table. Now what you're gonna do is really depends. For me, in the past, what I used to have is like vocabulary. I have vocabulary, and then just under I have another one that I call like phrases slash idioms, idiom, sentences. So basically, when you teach conversation, if the student or there is a vocabulary, just a word, you can put the word in the to vocabulary. And if you ask a question, phrases or idiom, so you have different section. So don't worry, I told you it's gonna be a long video, so I will show you everything. Let's do it together, no problem. As you can see, you can easily do it. Let's say we're gonna put a smile. What we gonna have up, maybe go back. We saw I like to use upcoming, most popular. They don't have smiling people through the activity. Well, doesn't matter. Let's say I'm gonna take a green face, copy. Yeah, after you do what you want. For me, I also like to put, like, you can put sound, you can put like fingers, really up to you. This one is quite long already, so just don't need to put anything. Maybe center it. Also, the next one, there is one thing that I like to do. It's like as I say now, I put everything. For me, it really depends on the student. If it's a beginner, there is like some section that I don't gonna use, but like the section I'm gonna use that I call like homework. So when I give homework, what I exactly do with that, let me show you in a second. So when I homework. Let's center it. And now I'm gonna do a big table. So insert table. So now I'm gonna like maybe do that. Oop, 6. And now what I do is like what by the way, I teach French. I don't teach English. So now I just show you in English, but I do it in my language. And well, I don't know if we say that in English, correction. Like, so basically, so what the student said, it was wrong. So if the student during the conversation, you ask an open question, you have a conversation with the student, and he made a mistake, and you say, "No, what you said was wrong." So you just whatever what I'm doing now. I don't know. The student say, I don't know. I am. I am boring. And you wanted to say I am bored. So you say, you write it down and you say, okay, your homework, you have to find what you said wrong. And I only use that when there's something that we've learned already. Okay, just as a reminder of homework, because if it's like a grammar mistake, you should like explain to the student. But if something that you've seen already, you say, okay, your homework is gonna be to fix that. By the way, I forgot one very important thing that you should put in every, and of course, is grammar. So I'm gonna show you everything. So for me, that's what I do, because I used to work in just like a blank document. It was kind of boring, honestly. It was just like I've write down everything. So for example, next class, like keep studying on blah blah blah. So at the end of the class, you write everything for you. Student goal, you say like I don't know, anything. At the try lesson, you talk to your student what exactly you want to achieve. So up, let's say, oh, what is, oh, okay, I got a problem with my keyboard. Okay, it's okay, I have this keyboard. What is going on? All right, here we go. Like a 10 listen crash course. That I just make everything up, but you know what you're doing, right? Say for example, the student want a 10 lesson before go on holiday to your country, so you write that. So now you do your class, all the vocabulary, like you say everything, you're gonna put it here. Hello. For me, I like to put, I do that all the time. Hello. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. You get the idea. You write all the vocabulary. Now, any phrases, think like how are you? Oops. Like how's it going? Whatever. You get the idea. But you try to do something like a bit clean. And what I recommend you very much is to, if you for the grammar, try to do with color. So for example, you say you want to teach, you say you want to explain, like, let's say I'm gonna just a quick example, the present continuous. I think we write it like this, but even if you make mistake, the Google not gonna correct it for you, which is brilliant. So what you do, try to do something a bit more aesthetic. It's better for reading. You read it better. So now, for me, I like to always write like a structure, and I explain at the same time. So it's like a very virtual. It's really nice. Structure, bam. So now we have subject. So you can explain. So the subject. So you have like plus verb to be, uh, plus, I try to make it because I'm not English, verb to be plus verb. Let's say it's the roots of the verb. Now you get the idea. Verb root plus ing. Okay. So now you can explain. So subject, you have a I, you, he, she, it. Okay, you give an example. And I, So the verb to be, I am, you are, I am. The verb root eat plus ing, I am eating. Okay. So now what you can do, subject, boop, you just do a color code. The verb to be up, you put any colors, verb root. You get the idea. And after you just work a few example and you ask your student to do it also. It's very, so after you have to do it here as well, and you get the idea. So let's write another. You are walking. Okay. So now you do the same thing after giving a few example, and that's a really, really, really good way to remember things. That's a really good way to have a very nice. So now it was. I do it for you, as you can see. And now you see, it's like I'm giving you a lesson, the kind of lesson that I do with my student, which is very interactive, and they like it. Honestly, you can do it at first. Yeah, you feel a bit under stress because you want to do it fast, because you say you want to please your student, but don't worry, they like it, and it gives them time to realize, to understand, to think by themselves. Because we know when you think in other language, of course, it's more difficult. So as you can see now, you have something clean, you have something nice. They can review everything. Here, for example, you can write the name of the student. You can write the date as well. Let's say today is like David, and Ali somewhere. You can write update. Today is like up to you. This is a 5th of July 2023, something like that. Where you can do later. And that's it. Then you have it. You have a clean page and you can teach conversation. So you ask like open question, everything. And you write down. So okay, today, for example, today we're gonna talk about how to introduce yourself. So now you say, oh, do you know any word for like hello? Do you know any word? So you can work on the question. So you put the question here, the vocabulary, you put the vocabulary here. And after, if there is a problem with okay, so now when we have to make a simple question, you put into grammar. So you have like different section, which is very, very important. Okay, so that was a simple, not that simple, but I hope you understand. If you have any question, don't hesitate to contact me. I'll be happy to help you. And I see you in the next video. Bye bye.